I'm from Liberia now.
Yana, 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 yana. Bull, 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 bull.
So listen. And we can do more than just movies. When I see you, I'm like, ooh wee. I'ma get rid of my groupies. On Jadama Inikiara Bahiri. What's going on here at the family? I go by HereAfter Ous. Before we take off and bring it back, hit that like, comment, subscribe, comment a video down below if you want to react to it. I react to it, alright? This channel is not only to increase your Iman/Deen, but it's also to increase my Iman/Deen and our Iman/Deen. Without further ado, let's get into it. It's a metamorphosis.
You know, something must be wrong when almost every single song has sex as its basis. When rap stars get famous after making lyrics that are shameless. When a woman is expected to sleep with a man who doesn't even know what her name is. And when artists are paid to degrade the very women that have made them. To the point they are nothing more than pieces of plastic that we can dispose of once they are no longer attractive. It's sickening and sadistic that this world's become so misogynistic. And you can call me unrealistic, but just listen to the statistics. 7 in 10 men view porn while over 75 million are addicted. 68 million requests a day for pornographic pictures, making 1 in 4 searches sexually related. It's like nobody even knew she existed until she got naked, degraded and abused over and over again just to gain millions of views. It's a shame we've subdued to a definition of beauty which is so misconstrued, as we judge each other's looks off of Facebook likes, Instagram pictures to filter off what we really look like. See, we are so obsessed with our outside, we have slowly lost sight of who we really are in real life. I mean, it's sad to see so many teens lose their self-esteem. Looking at these magazines thinking they have to look like what they see. Please, you are worth much more than a 2D image on a screen. You are a living, breathing human being. If only you knew what you really mean. Just look into your history books and begin to read of all the girls in the world who were capable to achieve, and you will surely see with certainty females like Fatih al-Fihri, who opened the first ever university, Rufaida al-Islamiyya, the first nurse to perform surgery, and Aisha bint Abi Bakr, the greatest female scholar in eternity. It's a shame you probably haven't even heard of these great female prodigies. Honestly, we don't need to give up our modesty in order to be successful. For you are worth much more than a commodity that is sexual. You have so much more potential if only you knew your worth. You could be like the greatest of all women to have walked this earth, like Mary, the mother of Jesus, chosen by Allah to be an example for the believers, a woman who stood strong even when she was abused, falsely accused and ridiculed for things she'd never ever do, so it didn't really matter when there was nobody else beside her, for she knew that God was Ar-Razzaq and her ultimate provider, and she had a trust in Him alone. Just like Asiya, the wife of Fir'aun, a woman who was brave and courageous, stood up for what was right and didn't let anybody change this. A woman who was fearless and laughed in the face of death, for she gave up the riches of this life for a palace in the next. Next up, Khadija, the mother of the believers, a wealthy merchant who had nurtured the Prophet for over 25 years, his first wife, the love of his life, and the mother of his kids. She was the first to believe in him when nobody else ever did. She just is, beyond any words that can make you understand. So much so that even Allah sent her His salam. She was grand and Allah assured her, just like her daughter Fatima, the master of all women in paradise, a woman who would shine so bright she was nicknamed as Zahra, the splendid one with the most generous of hearts, a woman who gave up so much of her food she had no choice but to fast. She would fight on behalf of her father even as a little girl, And such are the examples of the greatest woman in the entire world. And it had nothing to do with how they looked, but for who they truly were. So ignore the standard of success defined by society, when God has said that the best of mankind are those who have piety, regardless of your shape, your color, or your race. For God does not look at your bodies, nor does He look at your face. Rather, He looks towards your heart and checks your faith. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the people say or who they think you are, when you could be like the greatest of all women in the eyes of Allah.
Alright guys, so the biggest takeaway from that video was God don't look at your face, He don't look at your body. He looks at the condition of your heart. So you gotta realize where your priorities lie. And you gotta change your role models. Your role model should be Fatima or Mary, or the wives of the prophets. Like you gotta have good role models. These IG models are not your role models because they're not doing anything correct. Their bodies are fake. They are just like, you guys, if you copy them and you try to be like them, you'll end up hurting yourself because it's not real.
Yeah, that's true, because you never know what happens behind closed doors. Like, they could be on IG flashing cars, getting their bodies done, but first of all, we don't even know how they're getting their money to pay for these surgeries. That's one. Two, we don't know like what they gotta do in order to maintain the little Instagram profile. You don't know, they could really be sad and not themselves, but to us it's like, okay, damn, she looks beautiful, so I think I should look like that. In reality, no, baby, you're fine, you're beautiful as yourself, as who you are. You shouldn't change for nobody. God made each person different, correct? We're not all the same for a reason. So it's kind of like we're not all going to look alike either. So trying to change something that wasn't meant for you to look that way, it's no need. Like, yeah. I'm trying to say.
It's no need, like, at all, man. I'll just say, man, you guys are good, If you want to lose weight, eat less calories. If you want to gain weight, eat more calories. But you got to work out with it, It's a million free workouts online. It's not rocket science. You just got to, take a day by it. You can do anything you put your mind to. If you really want it, you can do it. You just got to develop that discipline. You can get to your body goals, but the whole point is the greatest woman on earth did not focus on IG likes. Did not focus on being lit, being popping. The greatest woman on earth focused on her family, focused on feeding her family, focused on feeding the people around her. They said in the video she fasted. She had to fast because she would give away all her food to the people in her community and her son.
She always Jesus put herself last. She put others ahead of herself.
Yeah, and then look, she raised a nice boy, Jesus. And you see, Jesus, he did a lot of miracles and stuff. So guys, man, know where your priorities lie. You got anything else to say about this video?
No. I think you guys should also watch the video when he puts the link at the bottom.
Yeah. Watch the video. Show your respect to the person that made the video. That's Islam Talks. So HereAfter family, I'm out. Thank you. Videos every day. We grinding. 230 subscribers. We're growing. I appreciate you guys. This is a nice forum. I'm out. Peace.
What's this?